I've heard it's satisfying. It is really good. I've definitely heard nothing but good things about the boys. All right. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta get some water for my cup. I'm gonna change this sweater so I don't get no paint on it. All right, now we're ready to rock. All right. Tonight we're gonna start our painting process. Let's start painting the background of this portrait. My sister got me painting for her. So I'm gonna start painting the background. I just gotta get the color scheme. How was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend? My weekend was very eventful. Okay. Instagram just blatantly cut me off. Yeah, what is happening with Instagram, man? Instagram is not trying to let me live. Instagram does not want me to live. Eterno, how's it going? No problem, no problem. No problem. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Monica, how are you again? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I'm back on Instagram though, but I don't know, it just cut me off. Instagram has been not friendly to me as of late. Yeah. So Nick, my sister asked me to do a painting for her a couple months back, and I'm finally getting around to it. So, like I said, this weekend, my weekend was very eventful. My niece, my niece got married, so that's huge. My baby niece, I've been an uncle for a long time since birth, but her getting married is a huge thing to me because she was like my very first. That was like my niece. Like that was my very first niece. Um, Even though she's not my first niece, if that makes any sense. So Nick, not a vegan. What's going on? WWE Clay, what's going on? Court, how are you? So basically, my I've been an uncle since birth. So my eldest sister had two girls before I was born. So she had two daughters before I was born. So that as I was born, I was already an uncle, right? And then when it came to my my other sisters, my two other sisters that I lived with, that I grew up with, my eldest sister, I really didn't grow up with her too much, because she was already like a teenager, like an older teenager, like she was like 16 when I was born. So back in those days in the 80s, it was a different time. So she was already out on her own. So I really didn't have a chance to grow up with her. But I grew up with my other sisters, and one thing about our relationship, me and my other sisters, was basically we were all very close. So my niece was basically she was my first. So my one of my sisters had my first nephew, and my other sister had my first niece. So so yeah, it was pretty eventful. Having my niece get married this weekend. You know, um, before she got married, maybe like a month before she got married, she brought him to meet me. So she came to my house, and I met the young man. Um, because she didn't really have to do that, because as long as he got the approval from my sister and my brother-in-law, I'm good. But she respect me enough to bring him to me and say, hey, this is my fiance Chris and everything like that. And so I met him and shook his hand. The first thing I always do, I shake your hand. I got to see what kind of handshake you got. If you give me some flip, you guys good? All right, we're back. It's weird. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, so my niece brought him for me to meet, shook his hand, nice firm handshake. I asked him, what's he about? What's he do? And he told me all these cool things that he does, and what's he about and all that stuff. So I appreciated that. Again, he didn't have to tell me none of these things, but he respects. The respect is there. So I asked him. I said, are you ready? Like, are you ready for what's about to happen? And he said, yeah. I said, are you sure? Because it's not just my niece you're getting married to. You're getting married to this whole entire family, and this family is we're crazy, you know. So he said he's well aware, sir, and he said he had nothing but the best intentions for my niece, and he wants that my niece and him to have a good life together, and I can only ask for that, as an uncle, as a big brother figure to my niece, everything that I've done in my life, my niece has really caught on to it. Hey, Vix Bricks, good to see you. Yeah, we were on Lego Masters. That's right. Lego Masters didn't have us doing this though, but but my niece is she's everything to me. Howdy, how's it going, Moto? Yeah. So like I say, she's she means everything to me. So, if this young man is this young man proved himself to me, just based on our conversation, if you could do that, then you're good in my book. Yes, my brick brother. How are you, man? Hey, you're getting a lot of attention there, Moto. You're getting a lot of attention, man. I hope you're using every bit of that attention to your benefit as you're building your portfolio, as you're building your presence. You definitely got a big presence there, Moto. So that's really good, man. So this painting, I'm gonna try to mimic this painting, very similar to the painting that is here. And the way that this painter did his painting was, it's really it's not like a brush stroke. It's kind of like a split splatter type thing. So the first thing you got to do is you got to build the background, because I'm gonna be putting on layers, and I'm gonna need some white. I don't even know if I have any white paint. I feel as though I should have some white paint, but I don't know, because I need some white paints. So, well, push come to shove, if I need to, I'll pick up some tomorrow. So what has to happen is, you do your background first, right? Do your background, layer it. After you've layered it, then you're able to add your other colors to it. So I know I need, like I said, I know I need some white, to introduce some white into this portrait, to lighten it up. So I'm gonna see if I have any whites. Okay, I might have some white. Hmm, this might be dried out. Let me see if it's dried out. Hmm, could be dried out. Let's see. No, Moto, you're use the attention, man. You know, um, it's very obvious that Tricky Bricks and Boone is definitely giving you a huge platform, so that you're able to really show off your work. And it's not that you wasn't doing it before, but it's good to have a little bit of muscle behind your hustle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real proud of you, man. I'm real happy for you. Those builds that you've been doing, that car, my gosh, yo, that thing is a work of art, man. Cuz, what's going on? Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody, today's my grandmother's birthday. Today is my grandmother's birthday. Yeah, my grandmother, she is the constant in our family, man. The matriarch of our family, man. You know, today's her birthday. Like my grandmother's birthday, Mammy, her birthday is today, and in 2 months, um, in 2 months, my wait, no, yeah, 3 months. Sorry, 3 months. It will be my birthday. My birthday is exactly 3 months from today. 112. My grandmother is 1012, and I'm 112. So, in order to get the what I'm trying to go for, so you guys probably not going to see it, all right? But when this dries, you're going to see the paint, the streaks, the streak paints, and yeah, Anushka, yeah, yeah. That's my daughter niece. No, 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 my daughter cousin. Because I look just like they say I look like my uncle, one of my uncles, and she used to always make fun of me for looking like him when he was younger. So I'm starting. You see, cause I'm starting to catch up. I'm starting to catch up with the grays. But yeah. So the paint, right? So as you're painting, um, you're gonna get those streaks. So that's what you want to get. That's what you want to get, especially with acrylic paint. So I'm gonna bring it like this so that I can get a better view of it. Cause Natalie, Natalie here got me here painting, changing my whole entire schedule of my brick chat so that I can paint this for her. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I've already sketched out the outline. So now I'm just right now I'm just doing the painting for her. She wants to put this in her house. She already showed me the area that she wants to put it. So not a lot of people know my first passion. Honestly, my second passion with Lego has been art. And it's real fitting that I did this because next week, next Monday, I start my fall curriculum two. Fall two begins next week. So we're wrapping up fall one in our curriculum. Monday is history class, Wednesday is STEM class, and Friday is storybook remix class. So we remix children's storytelling on Friday. One of the stories that the kids had a fun time remixing was the Jack and the Giant Beanstalk. So they remixed that story, retold that story, and the premise was that the giant stole something from Jack. That the giant came down from the beanstalk, stole something from Jack, and was trying to go back up. And the kids had a great time with that. But my part two, my my fall two curriculum is going to be art Lego Art One. So for those kids who want to take Lego art and learn about Lego art, we're going to be doing that next Monday. We're going to start that next Monday. And that's going to be one. So we're going to have some winter classes. We're going to have a winter curriculum coming out really soon, and that um and that winter curriculum is going to feature art two. So primarily what I'm trying to go for with the kids, I'm trying to teach the kids how to be ready, even though they're very young, very, very young, not even high school age. I'm trying to get them accustomed to how it is in college, where if you take one class, right, there's art one, art two, art three, art four. You have to take all four to really understand. So I hope that the kids and the parents kind of get where I'm going with them when it comes to these type of curriculums. So, and I'm really excited, because I keep I'm growing my clientele. I'm partnering with different organizations that do virtual learning, distant learning, and a lot of the parents like my teaching style when it comes to teaching with Lego. So I'm always, most of the days, even though most of my classes are in the afternoon, I'm really focused on building curriculum, and building ideas for how I want to teach. So, I'm doing that during the day, and I'm thinking about how to expand the business and everything like that. Um, Painting is the only skill that I have where I use both my hands, and I get the same results. Now I need to now some of this has some black spots. But were you putting black spots on the paint? King Klaka, what's up? Were you putting black spots on the paint? You don't want to use black paint. And the reason why you don't want to use black paint is because black is like is literally like a black hole. A black hole sucks everything, sucks light into it. When you have black spots on your paint, on your portrait, it sucks the life right out of it. Because everybody's going to focus on that particular spot on your painting. So you want to use dark brown, right? So that's what I have right here. So this right here, golden acrylics, is really high powered, and is a really high brand of paint, acrylic paint. And this is burnt umber, right? So burnt umber is a very dark looking brown. It's dark brown essentially, but you could definitely use it as uh, a black color. It'll still give you that dark spot that you want, but it doesn't give you that black color that sucks the life out of it. So I'm giving you guys free lessons. Look at that. I'm gonna give you guys free lessons. Don't say I never gave you anything free, guys. Yeah, I haven't painted in a long time. This last year has been so Lego focused because I want to make sure that I got the opportunity to be on TV, to be a Lego master. Um, and who knows when I'll have another opportunity to be on TV. But I want to make sure that um, I want to make sure that I'm always giving my art room to grow, and I always want to make sure that I'm growing in the Lego community. So last thing I want is to just be that you know ultra stylish you know brother of the group, and then I'm gone. That's the last thing I want, and I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Burnt umber is awesome. I learned that burnt umber It's heated to get the darker burnt umber color. Absolutely, Moto. I had one painting professor who wouldn't give us black paint. He used to mix. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. My one of my painting professors did the same thing. Um, I remember the first day we had to do a color chart, right? Um, hey, box of comment, what's going on? Um, this is so interesting. I never thought of using dark brown. Thank you for the lesson. Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, so he gave us a color chart. We had to go from white all the way to black. We had to fill it in the middle, right? But he wouldn't give us any black. So we had to try to mix colors to get to that level of black. And he said because black is it's a cheat. If you use black, uh, to for certain things, you're cheating. So, I have a self portrait. I have a self portrait of myself. I'll show you guys it one day. It's packed behind all these things, but my self portrait, I have black hair. I didn't use any black hair because technically my hair is not black. It is a really, 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 really dark umber. So if you shine a certain light on my head, the hue is going to be brown. It's like a dark brown. So, but because that's the way our eyes identify the color. That's the color that we use to identify black. Now, what I need, I do need a white. Um, I have an idea where to get it, but I don't know if it's gonna work the way I want it to. All right. And now that white doesn't work. Let's see if I have it in here. Let's try it out. Try this out. I'm gonna see if this works. I don't know if this will work. You really don't want to mix mediums, but I want to see something. Mm, This actually would work. All right, this would kind of work. It's not going to work the way I want it to work, um, only because I don't have any white paint on me. So this will actually give it the kind of the white look I want a little bit. I still have to blend. Still got to blend a little bit. And what's going to happen is going to show the canvas. Once it shows the canvas, then yeah, you got issues once you start to show the canvas. It's not like it's not fixable, you know. A little bit of distinguished gray these days, like me though. Oh man, you two were my favorite Lego Masters from Jersey. Hey, that's what's up, man. Thank you so much. You are the brothers from New Jersey. We came out there. We represented. Um, we wish we would have got a little further in the competition. But well, we're happy that we were able to get on the show. And be able to represent as best as we could. So I'm just happy that we were able to do that. So thank you for that. Thank you for that box of comments. So tonight, guys, I'm making lasagna, stovetop lasagna. I'm not gonna bake it. Every time I bake lasagna, somehow it always comes out too crispy on the edges. I overdo it. I don't know why. I always follow the instructions, but it never works. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a little different. I did this once before, and it turned out okay. So I'm gonna definitely try that again. Hey, Brickman, what's going on? Oh, thank you, thank you. It's definitely coming the way I would like for it to. And I'm only doing the top portion. Now, gesso, clear gesso is really good. Um, I only use a little bit, right? And I mix it with the paint, and then sometimes I put it directly on the paint. So it stretches the paint a little bit, and then it also acts like a coating. So when it dries up, you got little pockets of clear coat. We have little pockets of that. So Corey, you have so many skills. It's fun to learn new things about you. That's awesome. Awesome. I am I am a jack of all trades, as they say. I am just like my father. My father is a jack of all trades. He does everything. My dad does everything. You know, and I try to learn as much as I can from him, and then pick up skills along the way. Yeah, I'm gonna try doing the stove. So I'm gonna boil the I'm gonna boil the lasagna sheets, right? And once I boil the lasagna sheets, prepare the ground beef. I got mozzarella, so I'm gonna slice some mozzarella. Um, I have tomato. I'm gonna cut some tomatoes up. I got marinara sauce. I'm gonna let that simmer. Gonna add some basil, add some thyme to it, and all that stuff. And then I'm just gonna put it. I'm just gonna layer it on a circular skillet. So on the skillet, I'm gonna just place everything on the skillet, put everything on layers. Then I'm gonna put it in the oven for like 5 minutes or so, like 5-10 minutes, just so I can get a little bit of a consistency, and then that's it. So remember I did this a couple years back, and I said I'm gonna try it again, and yeah, so I'm gonna try it again. So that should be pretty fun. Yeah, I am my dad always taught me that I should always try to learn for myself and kind of do for myself, you know. So my dad always told me, try to cook for you, learn to cook for yourself. That way you don't have to worry about anybody cooking for you, or you have to depend on takeout, because with your stomach, you shouldn't be doing takeout every night. You should be cooking your own food. That way you know what's going inside your food, what ingredients you're putting in. My dad was really adamant about that when I was growing up. And then I just saw how my dad he didn't everything he tried to teach himself how to do. So I remember there was this one Sunday, my mother wanted she wanted a closet, right? She wanted a closet, and my dad said instead of going to buy like those closets that you put together, he just said we could use this space right here for the closet. So he measured the space. We went we went out to purchase the wood and the panel, and we built a closet for my mom. It's still up to this day. Now I remember that was a whole Sunday. My dad took a Sunday for me so that we could build that. And I don't know what it was about that particular I don't know what it was about that particular Sunday, but it was real fun, because me and my dad has never done something like that. And it was like he acknowledged the fact that he has never done anything like that. But with I was by his side the entire time, so it was like, it was really good. So when I moved out and got my own space, I would always tell my dad, like I changed the shower head one year. Like, I don't know. I told my dad that I changed the shower head on my shower. And, something like that, you would call a plumber to do. And I just did that. I told him, I said, Dad, I was gonna paint my dining room uh uh burnt orange. And he was like, well, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna use that color, you make sure that you check with your landlord, make sure that is okay. I checked with them, and then I showed him what I did, and he said, man, that looks real professional. And when you hear that from your dad, that it looks real professional, that then you did a good job. So so that was real cool that he said that to me and everything like that. So um yeah, so that was real cool. Uh, my dad was a lot like that. Steve is like that also. Awesome. If we need something done around the house, Steve goes to YouTube and learns how to do it and then does it amazingly well. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. My grandfather built furniture and beach houses. Oh, that's beautiful. See, Brickman, that shows how artistic you are because that runs in your family, obviously, right? And that would have been great. Looks professional. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's huge praise, man. That's why, like, you know, fathers, I know there's a lot of fathers in here, right? In both areas here. It's a lot of fathers. So you guys should be, especially with your sons, you guys need to always give them that praise because believe it or not, even if your sons don't say it, your sons look for that approval. You know, I'm in my 30s, and my dad is in his 70s, and even now I still look for approval from my dad. You know, I'm grown. I have my own life. You know, I'm in my own world. You know, I call my dad every week. You know, I try to call him more than once a week. You know, just to check up on him, just to see how he's doing. But you know, me and my dad, we had this relationship where my dad, he'll go through his ups and downs. You know, with his current condition and stuff like that, and I'm just there to be that ear. That he needs. So sometimes I call and sometimes that's all he does. Chavawu, what's how you going? How's it going? Um, my dad would just he would just tell me and talk to me about stuff that's going on and stuff that he's not too pleased with and stuff like that. And I was that mediator in the house. I was the one that would always kind of jump between him and my mom when they're arguing and stuff like that. Typical parent stuff. I'll be that voice of reason. So now that voice of reason isn't there. My brother is there, but my brother he's the younger one. So I'm the older one. I'm the responsible one. My brother's the baby. So it's like I just want to live my life. So I can't you can't knock him for what he for for what he wants to do. My brother he's his own person. So he doesn't want to be bothered with all that stuff. So sometimes I have to be bothered with it. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I just want them to be. I want my family and want my parents to live, live a good life, live a happy life. They work so hard their entire lives. This is the time that they should be relaxing and enjoying the fruits of their labor. So, so I just want to make sure that they're able to do that. But sometimes I do miss being home. Sometimes, seldom. You know, I, when I'm here, I have my privacy. I have my life. Um, so. But if you guys haven't noticed, if you're just joining me, I've been posting a couple of things so far. So I posted two very important videos. Um, First video I posted is about my Lego Tastic 4. It's four of my students that were doing this project called the Race Through Time, and each of them they have finalized what they're going to build for our project. It's a race that's going to start and it's going to go through different parts in time. And I'm just reaching out to everybody to let people know that you know, I'm going to be funding this entire venture. The kids are not going to use any of their Lego. They're not going to purchase any Lego. I'm looking to purchase and ship the Lego to them so that they can start building their project. So I'm reaching out to everybody to who wants to be a part of it, who wants to help donate. You could donate Lego. You could donate monetary gifts. If you go to my video, there is a link in my video. Is a Google form that you can fill out with your name, email. I have a list of all of the sets that the kids need to get this project going, and you can select it. You can say I want to donate this set. for this student, or you can just say, "Hey, man, here's some money. Use that money to go buy what you need." So I'm opening that to everybody. Another one that I sent as well is our Brickmaster Kids Convention. For those who want to participate, it's free for participants. It's free for participants, and if you would like to um, be there, if you want to be there as a conventioneer, then there is a $5 cost to join to get your tickets, and that's on Eventbrite. So it's Brick. I think it's Brickmasters Kids Con at Eventbrite. The link is in the link is on my Instagram. Is on Brothers Who Brick as well. So I'll be promoting that. Um, and you might also see it around as well. Uh, some of the Lego Masters will be posting it. Some conventioneers may be posting it. So just keep your eyes open. So we got about 3 more weeks before we do this Brickmaster Kids Convention. So really excited. Right now we have 40 participants. 40. 40 participants are participating. Kids from the ages of K through 12 is going to be participating in this awesome event. So I'm extremely excited, and I'm curious to see what everybody's going to be working on and what everybody's going to display. So I'm so excited. Teach the Kinder, how are you? Yeah, that's awesome. Matilda is so done excited to participate. I'm so ready to share her idea. I can't wait to see what Matilda does. I cannot wait. And I know it's gonna be really good. I know it's gonna be really good. Matilda is such an extraordinary young lady. I can't wait to see what she does um, to participate. So we traveled to Texas in the summer. My grandfather built nine boogie board and my dad. Oh man, Brickman, that's so awesome. That's so awesome, man. But I don't know about those jellyfish though. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Chabu, how are you? So when you're doing portraits like these, you always want to make sure that you always want to make sure that you do your figure last. You want to do your background first. And the reason for that is the background you can do however you want. Focus on your background. It can bleed into your actual character, which is fine because your character, the paint is going to overlap it. Uh, Yeah, you'd be surprised. The show Lego Master only scratched the surface on who me and my brother is. You know, Ryan G, how's it going? Yeah, they only scratched the surface of who we are. Um, that's why I'm so excited for the rest of this year because you're really going to see a little bit more about who we are. I'm glad that you guys come on here and I'm able to be candid with you guys. You know, no matter where life takes me, one thing about me has always been I've never changed the type of person that I am. So my mother, she would always say I'm too nice, I'm too friendly, and that might be true. That might be true, but the person that you see here is the same person is on camera. You know, success and fame is that's always beautiful to have, right? But you got to be true to yourself. You got to be true to the person you are. If you're a person who doesn't want um, to let people in, then you're going to be that person. You're a person who don't mind having people in because you know you're safeguarded. Then that's good too. Me, I don't mind letting people in, but you're only getting like how you have your foyer and then you have like a front door. So like I let people into the foyer and I leave the front door open, the screen door open, but the front door is still kind of closed, right? So you don't know too much about me, but you know enough about me to get the kind of guy that I am, right? Imagine Brothers Who Brick. You got to be on season 2, and there was a Disney night. What exactly would you build? Oh man, if there was a season 2 and there was a Disney build that we can build, um, I would build. Ooh, you know what I would build? I would build from Aladdin, the cave. I think that cave with the lion's mouth, the lion's head, with the sand, and then the light shining out the mouth and the eyes. I thought that I think that's such a great imagery, and I would I would actually build the top of it right, mouth open, light on, and then the actual cave. Like you go deeper inside and you see the actual cave of wonders. Yes, so that's something that I would build that. If I had a Disney theme. Remy, I would do something Marvel and Star Wars do count. I would do something Marvel, but if I had to keep it to where it was a Disney night and we had to build something out of for Disney, that's one thing I would build. I thought I just think the imagery on that is just beautiful. Um, so it just ominous is ominous, not ominous. Uh, man, it's ominous. It's ominous and just mysterious, and I love that. I would show like that part right there, and then Aladdin is inside the actual cave, and I would show what was it Abu. I would show Abu reaching for the gem. I would freeze frame that entire scene. I love that scene from Aladdin because it was just that scene was just really I just loved how that scene played in the entire movie. So yeah, Aladdin is that's a 90s, that's a big time 90s cartoon movie. That was huge when it came out. I remember when it came out. Remember I had the game. The game bust my butt. I got mad at the game, therefore I got mad at the movie. Uh Escaping the Cave of Wonders, that was the hardest part of the game. If anybody ever had that game, Aladdin for Sega, escaping the Cave of Wonders was the hardest part because you had to fly on the carpet. You had to try not to go too high. You had to try not to go too low. You had to keep it in the middle. And then when the rocks was coming, when the boulders were coming, you had to go fast enough that you're escaping the boulder. If the boulder even touched the carpet, boom, that was it. That game was crazy difficult. Yes, exactly, Remy. That game was crazy difficult. I used to hate that part. When I finally won that part, man, I felt like $1,000,000. After that, the rest of the game was pretty easy. Beating Jafar wasn't that hard. So I think that was the only game that I ever played to the very end and I actually beat. You're my daddy. All right. Coming up on that hour mark, guys. Quarantine Creations, how are you? Long time no see. Exactly. How are you? All right. We're gonna leave everything here. So here we have so far. So I got another layer I'm gonna put down of that brown. Gonna be doing that a little bit. So that's what we got so far. Yes. So the original, as you can see, the black, the top, the dark, the blue on it has some dark in it. So I got to do a little bit more dark on this. Not too much dark because I don't want it to be exactly like it. Um, when I look at it in the morning, when the morning light hits it, I'll know what else I got to do on this. Potato, good to see you. Yeah. So, Matilda loves it. Oh, thank you, Matilda. So it's called Woman Empowerment. All right. So everybody, I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. I will see you guys here tomorrow for some more painting and chatting. All right. Take care, guys.